What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, or welcome to the first video on this new channel. I'm just going to be doing or be showing you how to actually start a server, how to manage your server, and how to add things to your server. So I'm gonna be working with Atomic Networks. This is for Garry's mod. So this is a new panel, so I am going to be adding some things to this. But first of all, I am using some FileZilla, and I will not show Lua code in any of my videos. If you want to see that, there's a good channel on YouTube that has over 20 videos on it that you can go watch, basically telling you about Lua. I'm just telling you how to mess with Dark RP and all that, and how to install add-ons. So again, I am using FileZilla to transfer my files onto the server. So I'm just gonna go ahead and first add or start up my server. The server's already started, but there are a few things that are not set up yet. So first things first, I'm going to find a mod manager if there is one, and then there's a few things I want to add. First thing I want to add is Dark RP, and then the Dark RP modification. There's ULX and ULib. If you're using UX or want to use ULX, you could install this. I'm gonna be using SAM, so I won't install that. Let's see, Counter-Strike source assets, of course. This is basically content server. Advanced duplicator is a tool gun. Let's go ahead and get that. So you can just look through all these, see what you want, see if you want to add it or not. But next thing we're going to have to do is actually, let me find it, startup parameters. Yes. First thing we're gonna want to do is actually set up our server. So our tick rate, it's at 22. I would prefer 32. I don't know why. It's just, that's like the perfect one for me. Max players, depending on your console, my max is 128. I'm just gonna go ahead and set that 64. The refresh, just read the label here. This just refreshes a bunch of Lua. Game mode, this is based off your actual Garry's or files. So if you don't know how to set that up, I'm gonna go to Garry's mod. Then I'm gonna go to game modes, and then this is where my basic things are gonna be. So I already set up my Dark RP game mode in here. So basically, you could download the Dark RP game mode from GitHub. So you could just go here, Gmod Dark RP, and then it'll come up. Non-serious roleplay GitHub right here. Then you could just download zip this code. But I already have it set up. So if you want to just make it like a custom one, you just go here. You go into your darkrp.txt. You rename your darkrp.txt to say you want to do Star Wars RP, all lowercase Star Wars RP.txt. You go in here. You could change the title to Star Wars RP. It doesn't have to be capital. There could be spaces, etc. And then after that, you would go into, I believe, let me find it, game modes. There's the init.lua and coinit.lua. You just leave the names the same, and then you do the same thing here, Dark RP to Star Wars RP. It doesn't matter if there's space or capitals. And then the coinit, Star Wars RP, same thing with the other one. So that's basically how you change your game mode. I'm gonna go, since I already got Dark RP, I'm gonna go back into my startup parameters, and I'm going to change my game mode to not Star Wars, Dark RP. Right, so then there's the Steam game server account token. This is what you got to get if you want your server to run, and then the maps over here. You could get your maps in your single player thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go get my Steam game server access token real quick. Alright, I got the token. I'll probably blur it out in the while editing this. Hopefully I don't forget that. Well, if I do, there's a free token, I guess. Alright, so next thing you're gonna want to do is actually make your content pack. Alright, so server, I believe it can run without your content pack. It just won't have anything. It'll just be the basic dark RP thing. So Steam Workshop, that's where that comes in. No clue what that is. Alright, so you're gonna go to your workshop files, see collections. I don't think you make it from collections. I haven't been in here for a while, so I gotta actually find it. Oh, okay, there we are. There we go. I'm just gonna name it div test server. Just gonna delete that. Alright, this is where you could choose an image for your actual collection. You give it you describe it. This is a test pack. See, items will work together. Yes, yes. Content type is gonna be add-ons. Then we just choose what type or what kind of add-ons are gonna be. Maybe a game mode, maybe a map. I don't know, weapons, NPCs, vehicles, entities, tools, effects, models, server content, build, cartoon, comic, RP, yeah, models, and effects. And no, I'm not using effects. Ugh, I gotta choose a branding image. Okay. Apparently it's required to have a image, so I'm just gonna go find some random image. I can't speak. An image, pictures. Yeah, sure. Save it here. Back here. Choose a file. Alright. We're actually gonna save and continue. It's not yet published because you actually have to have things in the actual content pack to for it to actually start going. So I'm just gonna go browse for some things on the server, but first of all I'm actually gonna start adding some files. So I got some things from the featured add-ons, so if you have one of the things I'm going to be adding, you can look through here. So the first thing I'm going to be adding is Billy items. So that's all. I'm going to be adding all of Billy's items. So if you don't know how to do this, you can just follow along, and then if you've been struggling with how to install Billy's, you could look in my screen right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and download all of Billy's items. So that's Billy's item sits, Cracker. Let's see. Then there is Billy's logs. Let's see. Guys, then since it's money printers as well. So all of Billy's items do have content pack or content that you have to add to your server. So I'll just find this one. So this one I'll go ahead and do add to collection, and then choose the one I want to add it to. So the dev test server, continue. Alright, and then I'm gonna check for the other one that I just installed, which was the this one. Let's see, description. Let's see. see the actual content pack. Well, some of them will, some of them won't. Even if they do, sometimes you're gonna just have to go searching in the Steam for it. So since this is a darker P, you're obviously gonna want to edge scoreboard and graph or HUD, a scoreboard or a HUD. Like I said, I'm using Sam, so I'll go ahead and take that. This is just how to install add-ons, really. This is just showing. I'm probably just gonna get rid of this server. This is a free server. If you're not yet knowing how to get a free dev server right now, they're selling or giving away an atomic on your Gmod store. While you're looking at add-ons, it's coming up with a link saying that you get claim your free atomic networks thing right now. So yeah, and then I'll go for this police system. I haven't tried that yet. And then did I already install this? No. So here's all the things we're getting. Just gonna delete that, or we're gonna put on our server. So first one I'm going to do is Billy's items, because it's the biggest thing we have here. So when it comes to Billy's, you're gonna probably have to read over the thing. There's gonna be a couple links. So the first link is the first thing you're gonna have to do is get the DRM. So what you're going to do is go to the 16 on networks, and then you're gonna push download, and then you're going to go ahead and click on this and copy. You're gonna go to your server, your console, and then you're gonna paste this. It's gonna paste Linksys or Windows, and it's gonna say main branch or 6432 or something like that. So mine says Linksys main branch. So what I'm going to do is go to Linksys on my operating system and then main. Now I'm just gonna download this. I'm gonna download it where I want. I'm just gonna put it in downloads. And then we're going to go put that in your Garry's Mod Lua bin folder. If you don't have this folder, you could create it. So Garry's Mod Lua and then bin. I don't have bin, so I'll just go ahead and create directory, do bin. So there we go. So now I'm gonna open up this bin folder, get out of that. I can't click. Go over here and then take this file and put it in my bin folder. There, that's all we need to do. And now we could start installing things onto our add-ons folder. So I'm gonna go to our add-ons. Like, we already have our darker P and our advanced dupe. That was already in the server. So darker P is where you're gonna edit all your jobs and all that. And then advanced dupe is just a tool that it gives you in game. It's really nice. So we're gonna do our Billy's admin sits first, right? So in installation, if you don't know how to do this, you could read over this or you could follow along with me. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to this link right here, because I gotta install the actual config into the server. So I'm gonna go to this link, I'm gonna do code and then download zip. Right, so now I'm gonna go back into the server, gonna open this up, and then I'm just gonna drag this in our already open add-ons folder. It's gonna do all the things for us. It's pretty nice. So inside here we're going to have a readme. Well, we can't exactly open it in here, so I'm gonna go open it in the server. So it's file management, Garry's Mod, add-ons, and then here. So the readme, see how to install. Yeah, rename the folder. This is the main thing I gotta do. So then I'm going to go back out of here this, and then okay. No, not compress. It's hard to do on this. Here we go. Rename move. So just going to rename it to what it wants us to rename it. And there we go. Now I can start putting some add-ons into the server. So also I'm gonna delete the file I just already transferred so I don't mix it up with something else. What happened to this? Alright, so this is gonna be my first Billy item, so I'm gonna copy all of this and move it over since it's my first Billy item. So that was Billy's admin sits. So I'm going to now delete that. So next one I'm gonna do is the admin physgun enhancer. Since we already have all this in the server, we're just going to take this one now and drag it in. And now delete that. Cracker, keypad cracker, same thing. We're just gonna do the same thing for all of this. And then key cards. No, that's 1000. I mean, I can't press it sometimes it's so big that it doesn't like it. So I love. So now, when you say lots, it's also pretty one. Lots of one just in. That's pretty big. And that's all of those items that we now do lots. We can't delete the file before it's over. You just copy the files and put them in the server. Well, I'm doing it just in case. Alright. Next thing we're gonna have is your Sam admin mod. Since I'm just gonna drag both of these in. License. I'm gonna rename this one. Actually, cancel that. It's asking me that because I already have a license.txt in here. But Sam should work without it, hopefully. Alright, so now we're gonna do our warn system. Since this one has a warn and a license, I'm just gonna drag the warn in here. And then I'm going to take our license and put it in our warn. Edge scoreboard, same thing. Drag it in. And then put the license in the edge scoreboard. Most of the add-ons are like that, so it's pretty awesome. You don't gotta do extensive things. It's mostly Billy's and here. And then really quick, I'm guessing we just do the same thing. So put it on that. So we're just gonna put stuff. Alright, now we put the license. And there we go, we have our things in here. So now if we go back into our Garry's mod and then our add-ons, you'll see everything was transferred over. So obviously a bunch of these have their content, so I'm just gonna add in the contents real quick. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do for now. I'll add the rest of the content later. So since this is my dev server, I'm gonna want to put a password lock on it. If you don't want to put a password lock on your server, that's fine. So all you do is go to Garry's mods and CFG is stands for config. So then there's a server.config file, and then there's the SV password. This is where you're gonna put your password in. I'm just gonna call it development, and then I'll go ahead and save that file. Yes. Alright. Now that all that's done, I'll go ahead and restart the server. This is going to download all the things, it's gonna check if everything's right. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Okay, wait. Let's go to our content pack real quick. Alright, I haven't told you how to actually set up your content pack. That's cool. Alright, basically go to your workshop files, collections. This is mine. I'm gonna go ahead and publish this one, and then I'm going to copy these numbers. This is going to be our content pack ID. Go to startup parameters and put the workshop ID in here. Alright, let's see if that fixes it real quick. Processing our add-ons now. As you can see, it's actually downloading our add-ons. Wait, this one's a big one. There we go. Now it's all starting. Should be, hopefully, maybe. Hopefully it's working. Alright, I think we're good. So with Billy's, you gotta link your actual license in this. So when you join the server, you're going to have to, well, link your thing, Steam. You gotta log into your Steam on here, and then you can reload the map, and then all of Billy's things start working. But I haven't set myself to super admin, so I'm gonna have to rejoin the server. I'll probably skip that part though, hopefully. So now that we're in a server, as you can see, Xenon, hey there, I need your server. You're not super admin, only super can activate the script. So obviously things aren't going to be working. It's going to be annoying and going to keep coming up on my screen like that until I actually do it. So since I'm using Sam, I could just go Sam. Oh my god, I guess what? Add user. My name is Sentu to super admin. Okay, can't find me. Why can't it find me? Client 3 connected. Is that my name? Super admin. There we go. I don't know why my name's 3. There we go. So as you can see, my stuff is working. So I got my edge scoreboard, my graphite HUD. If I go to Q, go to weapons, you can see some of my things are going. Key cards. My key cards shouldn't be here yet. That's weird. I got my realistic police, got my stun gun, got my handcuffs, my wrench. I don't know, I got a wrench, but I got a fine book as well. Let's see, obviously gas isn't working, so not until I do my connection. And warns. So we got our warns here too, so that's pretty neat. Alright, so I'm gonna skip this part because I can't actually show you my information. So Xenon, hey there, you're gonna do sign in through Steam. And then just log in through here. Alright, after you do all that information, you're just gonna link your thing, and it's gonna come click here to reload the map. It's gonna reload the map, reconfigure the scripts, and everything's should be working just fine. Alright, so now we're in. You can see right when I spawned in, I spawned with my Rainbow Fizz gun. It's part of the thing. If I open up the gas menu, everything's actually working now. Got my logs, my admin sits, my whitelist, my user groups, got all of it. So that's nice. I could change my things from XMAP logs and whitelist to just whitelisted. So if you want to test out weapons or just like mess with things, there's a command you can put in console where it's just spawn in a bot. You just put bot, enter, and it spawns in a bot. So now if I go back into our game over here, there he is. Here's our little bot. Hey. Alright, but yeah, that's basically how you actually set up your server. Hope you enjoyed watching this. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. I will do my best to actually answer that. And yeah, see you guys next time.